guys, so this is going to be a first impressions on the tenzing natural energy drink. So I've tried like natural energy drinks before, like the one by Purgy, I think. It's in like a metal kind of bottle. That works really well. And I recently saw these and I thought, you know what, why not try it? So like I did with my NoCo energy drinks review, what I'm going to do is the first one, I'm going to have one today and split out to 2 days, but today I will be going into kind of if it does keep my energy levels up or not. So I've got 3 flavours. I've got the original recipe here. So it's got natural caffeine, vitamin C and electrolytes. No shite. So that's the original recipe, the raspberry and yuzu one, and then I've got the blackberry and acacia. I don't even know how to do that. So anyway, today I'm just gonna go with get over the start off with the boring flavour. It might actually taste okay, but yeah. So it has green coffee, guarana, green tea, Himalayan rock salt, lemon juice, acerola, I don't know what that is, and beet sugar. I don't even know if you can see that, but yeah, acerola, I don't know. It didn't focus because I realised I'm using a different facing camera, but anyway, and it's only 48 calories per can, so. Okay. Okay. It's okay. I think I can taste like a hint of like, I think I'm gonna say it's lemon juice or beet sugar, I don't know. Because there is a little bit of fruitiness in it. You definitely get the tea in it, and I'm not a massive fan of cold tea, but I'm gonna guess the other 2 flavours are gonna kind of mask the tea flavour, if that makes any sense. But just because this is just the original kind of like recipe with no other kind of fruits out of the flavour, you're gonna get more of the tea taste. It is fizzy, by the way, just to let you know, in case you didn't know. So the taste for this, you know what it is as well. It tastes a little bit like fizzy water, which I'm not a massive fan of. So yeah, this is definitely probably going to be the least favourite tasting one, but I can't wait to try the other 2 the following days. But I mean, if you don't overly care about kind of like fruity flavours or anything like that, and you don't mind fizzy water, then this is going to be okay for you. Because it's literally, to sum this up, you get a little bit of like juice, I'm guessing it's the lemon juice, and then you get a bit of the green tea, which you taste the most, as well as kind of like a fizzy water taste to it. But yeah, I'm going to check back in later on to talk about like if it helped like elevate my mood and everything. Well, not my mood, but kind of gave me that energy that I need after the gym. Currently 10:30, so I took it or drank it, I think it was like 9:45, and it's currently 10:30. Because I did want to mention one thing, I don't think it is the energy drink because it doesn't feel like it. So basically I'm a little bit, so if you're from the UK, you know it's Freedom Day yesterday, today's Tuesday, and I'm a bit kind of like, kind of not on the edge, but a little bit like with anxiety with all of it and stuff. Like, people are now kind of like on the bus and coughing and not giving a shit. And so anyway, so I don't think it is necessarily the drink, but I still wanted to point it out. Just, you know, just in case, you know, you may like, I don't know, but I thought I'd point it out anyway just in case it is, but I very highly doubt it is, because it's not the same kind of, it's not like a Rockstar or like a Rentless or Monster or anything like that. But I thought I'd just mention it just in case, because it might have a slight, you know, because any caffeine can kind of make anxiety worse. But I thought I'd just kind of just let you know just in case. But it's not the same feeling as if I've had an energy drink sort of thing, if that makes any sense. It just feels like that I haven't had any energy at all apart from like a cup of coffee. You know what I mean? Like, if you have anxiety, you know what I mean, when, you know, like when things start to go a little bit downhill. But yeah, I thought I'd just mention that anyway. It is currently 1:30, because I've made up my mind on this drink and my feelings towards it. Now, it's not gonna suit everyone. It is not, like, it is pretty weak. Like, it's weaker than a cup of coffee. It gives you a little bit of boost, but it doesn't last long. The tiredness like kind of comes back, or whatever you're feeling on that day or whatever. I wouldn't recommend to use like after a workout, because as I said, especially if it's especially if you did an intense one, because it's just not enough. It's more so, say, if you feel a little bit like run down, you just want a little bit of a boost, say you just finished work, or you know, or you need to go to work and you need a little bit of energy, say you've got work in the afternoon or something like that, I'd recommend it for you. Or even if you're somebody who isn't a massive fan of, or don't want to take a lot of, like, have a lot of caffeine intake. Saying that though, a cup of coffee a day is not going to harm you, and this is weaker than a cup of caffeinated coffee. So for me, it's something that I'm not necessarily gonna like go for just because of that. I do find that the Perg D one works a lot better if you want to try that out. Obviously I will, you know, in this video test out the taste of the two different ones that I have left. But personally, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it unless you want a little bit of a boost. It's not, as I said, it's not bad, it's not as strong. I wasn't expecting it to be as strong as a caffeine drink, because let's be honest, a Monster is probably about 3 cups of coffee. But I found this wasn't even 1 cup of coffee. But yeah, that's my feelings towards that. But as I said, it may be useful for somebody who just wants a little bit of like an energy boost. But if you're somebody who's just needs it because they feel proper run down, or they went to bed late or something like that, it's not really gonna do much. So this one is the raspberry and yuzu. Yeah, again, like the original, you get more taste of the sparkling water. Like, you hardly get any taste of the raspberry. Although I don't know what yuzu is. I mean, it's okay. I'm just not a massive fan of the flavour of this one, so I doubt I'm gonna like the other one either. It's just that I'm not a massive fan of sparkling water, and the fruit doesn't really cover up the taste. It's quite mild. So yeah, that's that flavour. So I'm just seeing at the back of this if it's gonna focus. It's not gonna focus for me, is it? But it says like caffeine content 1 cup of coffee. I'm telling you now, this is not 1 cup of coffee at all. And then the last flavour is blackberry, and I have no idea what that says. ACAI? I don't know. Now the difference between the other two is this contained BCAAs, and the BCAAs are from corn, which, let's be honest, I had no idea that corn had BCAAs. You know something, everything, you know something new. every day. So the taste test. Oh yeah, and this has beet and fruit sugar. Fruit sugar. I'm going to assume the beet is short for beetroot because this tastes like beetroot. Here you get the blackberry as well. I don't know what whatever that word is. Okay, out of all of them, this one it tastes the best, the most, like, I prefer this one at the other two just because the blackberry and beetroot is quite strong, so it kind of covers up the taste of the sparkling water a lot more than the other two flavours. But overall, it's not something I would repurchase. It's just not enough like caffeine, and I'm still gonna argue that this is not 1 cup of coffee, because I can have 1 cup of coffee, which I have been having like after the gym, and it wakes me up. This, it energizes me for like an hour, and then and it's done. So it's not. I definitely disagree with it being 1 cup of coffee. And the taste, even though I do prefer this one, I'm not gonna go out my way just because they're like £1 something. They're not like an amazing taste. So I'm not gonna like get them just because of the taste or anything. I mean, if you're somebody who just, as I said at the beginning, if you're somebody who just wants a little bit of a boost and you want something natural, then go for a bit. Even then, I'd rather recommend the Purdy one than this one. I think the Purdy one works a lot more better and it tastes a lot more better as well. So that is it for this video. So bye guys.